You didn't get into the business to stare at spreadsheets, chase down invoices, or wonder why your phone stopped ringing. You got in to build something, a business, a legacy, a life on your own terms. But nobody told you how hard that actually is. Torsion Talk is for the garage door owner who's out there in the field before sunrise, solving problems nobody trains you for, and building anyway, because that's who you are. This is your industry, your conversation. Let's get into it. I'm Ryan. Welcome to Torsion Talk.
Six years, 57 days. This is what I want to talk to you about real quick before we dive into the podcast. 6 years, 57 days. This time frame rocked my world yesterday. So I went to a men's entrepreneur group. It's a group of Christian men that gather called Iron Forums. And I attend this thing every month. And it's about 4 hours. It's like a half a day. We go in, we listen to a message, and then we break out into groups. We have to come to the group with a sheet, and the sheet asks you questions like, how are you performing in your marriage, 1 through 10? And then you got to ask your wife the same thing. Try to make sure your numbers are close. And then you got to try to explain, why is it not a 10? How are you doing as a father? And then you ask your kids, 1 through 10, how can I improve? And so you go through this exercise, and it's like 10 different things. How are you performing as a leader at work? How are sales? How are finances? And you literally full transparency and vulnerability here. And then you go down this list and break it down with everybody in your small group after they break out into little small groups of 3 or 4. And there's a lot of really mature male entrepreneurs that are way ahead of me in this group. And then in a lot of different ways, not just in one way in particular. But this one guy, he was in his 80s. And he's there to give. And boy, did he give. Holy cow. You know what he told me? He told our group? And I'm going to try to say this without getting emotional because it rocked me, y'all. I'm sitting at this table and he starts talking about 6 years, 57 days, 6 years, 57 days, 6 years, 57 days. Like he's obsessed with it. I have 6 years. I'm 6 years, 57 days closer is what he said. So I said, what are you closer to? Guys, he lost his wife 6 years, 57 days ago. Every single day, he says, I'm 657 days closer to seeing her. That's crazy, y'all. That's insane. It rocked me because I didn't know what he was talking about at first. And then when he dropped that, I struggled a lot. And it made me feel like I needed to do a better job in my own marriage. And I love that because this is all about trying to get something out of what we're doing. My man was still wearing his wedding band, and he says he'll never take it off. I fell in love with this guy. He just gets it. That's how I want to be. Literally. It's forced me to slow down and think about things. I hope that little message 6 years, 57 days. Today is 6 years, 58 days. He is obsessing right now. 6 years and 50. I'm 6 years and 58 days till I get to see my wife again. Good Lord, y'all. This is why I like going to things like that. It's so disruptive, and I fight myself all the time. Like, I don't want to go because I'm busy. But every time I go to this group, I have this profound change that moves me further into being a human, really. And I'm realizing that I haven't been a human in a long time. And I would venture to say that you guys too, if you're working like an animal and you're an entrepreneur, it's part of it. But I'm going to tell you that your journey, and this isn't what the podcast is about, so don't get all freaking soft on me here and like leave. I've got something really good for you today. But I just want to say that this is really important, and I'm going through this phase right now. But I want you guys to understand that I think that it's important that we put ourselves in a position to be human. It's important that we stop and slow down every once in a while. Keep grinding, keep pushing, keep building. It's good for you. Like, the hard work is good for you. And there is a way, I promise you, there is a way to do that and be engaged. You just got to figure out how to make it happen. And I don't have all the answers. I'm going through this right now. But sometimes it's forcing yourself to take a half a day and go to something like Iron Forums. I think if I were to suggest anything, I would say you should block off one day a month or 2 half days a month to take care of yourself. For me, I get massages once a month because my lower back and my hips lock up. And I've been doing that for 15 years. I think that things like that are great. And then you also need something spiritual. And, like, I'm being encouraged to go do things for myself, like interesting things that I enjoy, which I'm trying to figure out what I enjoy other than working. Let's dive into today's topic, because I want to hit on this, and I think it's really important. I sat in on Google's Marketing Live this week, and I've got some notes. I think what you guys are about to hear, these are all things that Markenuity have been doing for over a year. Like, we've been preparing for this for over a year. We came together as a team a long time ago, and we spent a day in like a boardroom mapping out the future of search, what it would look like. And we all agreed that it wouldn't look like a bunch of links on a page. We all agreed that that wasn't very user-friendly. To make a searcher sort through what might be the best option between 30, 40 different options. We all agreed that wasn't the best. Well, today, that change is in progress. One of the biggest shifts on the internet is happening as we speak. Google has announced that with some searches, they're going to remove the search results. Now, some of this isn't new, but they announced it as it was new. But they gave out some statistics and some numbers that they're investing in. And I want to tell you that I think that this is going even faster than we originally thought. And we thought it was going to go fast. But this is at a breakneck speed.
Hey guys, I just wanted to reach out to you and let you know that Surewinder is still selling amazing products. Some of you guys have been dragging your feet for whatever reason. If your shoulder hurts, do not waste time. Pull the trigger. I just bought 4 or 5 of them, and we had 2 guys out. You know how much it cost me to pay for 2 guys being out with bad shoulders? We just pulled the trigger and we said, listen, everybody's going to have one on a truck. It's mandatory. You got to use it. Don't hesitate. Don't wait till your guys go down. It's going to cost you more. Buy a Surewinder.
Hey guys, I found something that changed my business and I want to share it with you. We've created packages that have included some of the best products in our industry to offer our service customers. The heart of that package is Stealth Hardware Kit. Stealth Hardware is the quietest hinges on the market. I challenge you to buy at least one of these, test it for yourself. Put it on your truck and design a quiet performance package for your customers willing to pay for a better, smoother running door. Buy your Stealth Hardware Kit at Service Spring, do a search for quiet hinge, and then buy that. You can buy a double or single door, 7 or 8 foot tall, and promise you, it'll change your service forever.
Somer USA and Somer Group want to thank you for an incredible year and the trust you put in them and their products. As you know, Somer places high value on relationships, education, customer service, innovation, and professionalism. And they are grateful to you for your part in the fostering and dissemination of these values. If there is any way Somer can support you in your journey, whether through their products, the values they hold to, or the knowledge Somer has gained through interaction with door dealers across the world, please reach out to the team at your convenience. They are here to serve you. Again, thank you from the entire Somer team. Check them out at somerusa.com. Tell them Ryan sent you.
Search is changing. AI is rewriting the rules. And I'm going to tell you right now, garage door companies, if you aren't adapting, you're going to be dead. You're going to get buried 100%. So here's my first note. AI overview reality. Ads are now appearing inside AI overview on desktop and mobile. So we're talking about Google Ads here. They're appearing in AI overview. Homeowners searching how to fix a broken garage door spring don't see 10 blue links anymore. They see an AI synthesized answer with your ad embedded. Traditional SEO rank doesn't matter the same way. Your message has to be tight, keyword aligned, and show up in that snippet context. Now, I know some of that is jargon that you probably don't understand. That's what Markenuity does. That's what most agencies do. Not all. Most agencies probably also don't even understand what I just said. What I will tell you is authority. I can't scream this from the rooftops high enough or loud enough. Authority, your content authority is as important or more important even than your keywords. I'll fight anybody who wants to argue that. AI Max for search changes. AI Max is going to change the game. I think Google's doing the heavy lifting on bidding and strategy now, which they have been. You feed it conversion data. Oh my God, it's early. It finds patterns you'd miss manually for garage door, where intent is hyperlocal and seasonal. This is either your best friend or a liability depending on feed, quality, and conversion tracking. So the main thing is like you need to have your conversion tracking set up on your website and analytics. If you're running ads specifically, 100%. Just clean data is really important because Google's going to be basing the strategy off of the data. They also talked about how they will find when you set up an ad campaign, you're going to give it like a landing page. AI will now be able to land the searcher on the appropriate page that it feels like it needs to be on in order to convert. And that's going to be database. So do we trust that? I don't know. To be honest with you, I feel like I'm not quite sure yet. I would pump the brakes a little bit on that. And if you're going to run PMAX campaigns on AdWords, you 100% absolutely, like, please do not run PMAX campaigns without CAPTCHA on your forms. And even sometimes with CAPTCHA, they're still getting through, but your competitors are literally paying people in the Philippines to click on your links and fill out a form as if it's a real lead. And it's no bueno, guys. I know that Google is pushing really hard for this PMAX thing and they love it. And it's AI, but I'm for garage doors where our competitors are in some cases very evil. I do not recommend it. Smart bidding, exploration, and untapped searches. Google's hunting for search terms for competitors that your competitors are not bidding on. Garage door won't close, spring broke, hyper-specific problems. If your landing page and service areas are solid, you're finding jobs Google's algorithm thinks you should win. This is where, like, it's really important to have really solid, authoritative, well-written, like, broad content on your website, and that those pages are built for conversion. And I'm going to tell you, like, I'm not saying we do the best job 100% of the time, but we probably are the best at website conversion. I think if we're given full reins to do what we want to do on a website, we're very good at that. So they say that Performance Max is like improved channel reporting and search term visibility. You can finally see which channels actually produce jobs. So they're trying their best to be able to give you attribution even more so, because I think some of that's been lost. And that's important because as a service business, we need to make sure that we're doing a good job putting our money where it's working. They talked a lot about e-commerce, but the big thing is the big takeaway here, and where I want you guys to focus a lot of your attention, because this is really important. I'm going to say something really bold because I don't think you guys will listen if I don't. If you're not doing YouTube, I don't think you're going to make it in the search world. There, I said it. I've been like, do video, do YouTube, do video, do YouTube. But I'm just going to tell you, I think Google's really shifting hard away from traditional search and into AI and YouTube, like going all in. And whoever in your market is dominating YouTube, I think they're going to win. And I don't care if you don't want to be in front of a camera. You do not have to be in front of a camera. Stop making excuses and just do it. I hope I've challenged you enough to be human and take these marketing things seriously, because I truly believe that the game is changing. These long tail keywords, conversational AI. So When you do a search and you get AI overview, you have an opportunity to ask additional questions or fine tune what it is exactly that you're looking for. And Google will match you with the right place. Differentiating factors, qualifications, social cues, authority. Guys, I literally give away my playbook on here. And you know what's so sad is that most people won't even do it. Not even my competitors here. They listen to the podcast. I know because some of them do some of the things I tell them on the podcast. Because every once in a while I'll browse around and see, I like to look at what people are doing. I'm not looking to see if they're copying me. I'm not looking to price compare or anything. I'm just a curious dude. I'll do research. I steal ideas from other websites all the time. Like other people have great ideas too. But when I go search around in my local area, there's a lot of copycats and there's things that I harp on that people do. And that's perfectly fine. Good for you. You'd be stupid not to take my advice, in my opinion. I have been doing SEO since 1999, and I have kept track of all the changes. And I'm going to tell you, there's an advantage to that because you kind of understand the way things work. It's algorithmic. Now it's AI. I'm very in tune with AI. I'm not bragging on myself, but I'm telling you guys, please, 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 if you don't use Markenuity, just listen to what I'm telling you and make the changes yourself. I'm literally giving you the playbook. I'm trying to help. I've been trying to help on the podcast since 2019. I love you guys. Wish you the best. Even my competitors. I want us all to win. Just raise your prices to something reasonable. That's all I ask. Peace out.